In the early 2010s, T-Mobile commercials were all the rage. Their ad campaigns were some of the most aggressive and became just as notable as the brand itself. Along with the products, the careers and the recognition of the participants in these ads were also propelled. Most notable was a pink dress-wearing model who appeared in the T-Mobile ads from 2010 to 2013. Becoming known to many simply as the T-Mobile Girl, she became known as one of the most recognizable brand spokespeople of the time, only to seemingly disappear from television screens as quickly as she came. Today, let's find out what happened to former T-Mobile Girl Carly Foulkes. Carly Foulkes was born on August 4, 1988 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. According to Business Insider, Foulkes was born to British parents who raised her in Toronto, spending summers in the UK. Foulkes started modeling in Toronto when she was 13 years old. As a young model, Foulkes was used in print campaigns for Abercrombie & Fitch, Gilly Hicks, Kohl's, Macy's, and Tommy Hilfiger. She even appeared on the 2009 cover for Elle magazine. I started when I was 13, doing small modeling jobs in Toronto. Then I moved to New York right after high school and started meeting with agents. But I guess I just wasn't ready. I ended up spending a few years traveling to Singapore and Europe, and I have amazing memories from that. A 22-year-old Foulkes would take over for Catherine Zeta-Jones as a T-Mobile 4G spokesperson in 2010. Zeta-Jones had been a spokesperson for the company since 2002. Much speculation was that Foulkes was the brand's attempt to present a younger version of Zeta-Jones. Still, Foulkes showed nothing but admiration for her predecessor, saying of Zeta-Jones, "It's imitating because she's gorgeous." When people say Catherine Zeta-Jones, I don't even put myself in that category. I'm honored, really, considering she was the last woman to do this. It's a lot to live up to. Foulkes was ecstatic about the job offer, although she would have to get over the inconvenience that her Canadian accent would cause. Foulkes told PC Magazine that she was honored to get the job in spite of her thick Canadian accent, saying, "We say mobile in Canada, so when I auditioned for the thing, I said T-Mobile. And they had to stop me and say, no, that's not how you say it." Foulkes debuted as the new T-Mobile Girl in the fall of 2010. Foulkes was presented as the soft-spoken, innocent brunette who wore pink and white dresses designed by T-Mobile stylist Deborah LeClaire. Even though Foulkes donned pink for her work, those colors never transitioned to her personal wardrobe. I think anyone who knows me can tell you that I have maybe not even one item of pink in my closet. I'm still doing the adult version of my high school self. Lots of black. Foulkes' earlier advertising campaigns for T-Mobile were first noted for similarities to the 2006 to 2010 Get a Mac ads. The commercials featured Foulkes deriding the, at the time, new iPhone 4 and its exclusive provider at the time, AT&T. Interest in the T-Mobile Girl soon expanded past the commercials as internet fascination with Foulkes began to arise, with articles titled "Burning Questions: Just Who is T-Mobile's Stylish New 4G Girl?" When asked about her status as an internet sex symbol, Foulkes responded, no. When I heard that, I told my mom. If only they knew how much I sat at home and played video games. I'm very homey and comfy. When I think of sexy, I definitely don't put myself in the category. So I'm very flattered, but it's pretty funny. The commercials of Foulkes tugging at her pink and white sundresses began to draw rebuke from both viewers and even competitors who took advantage at making parodies of the T-Mobile Girl's naive image. Not being the one to back down to the ridicule, the T-Mobile Girl ditched her innocent act of whimsical dresses in pink and white for a leather-clad pink and black biker chick ensemble. All of this was portrayed in an April 2012 ad notably called "No More Mr. Nice Girl." In announcing the ad to the media, T-Mobile said, "With this new ad, there is a distinctive departure from our existing campaign, as Carly's magenta summer dresses are replaced by motorcycle leathers in a 1000cc Ducati superbike, which symbolizes the speed and capabilities of our 4G network." In 2013, T-Mobile made the announcement that it would finally be offering the iPhone on its network. It was around this period that viewers began to notice that Foulkes was missing in the newest ads that promoted the iPhone. A T-Mobile spokesperson would clarify speculation regarding Foulkes' absence, saying, "As T-Mobile unleashes its bold new plans to reinvent the way people purchase wireless, we'll be launching a brand new advertising campaign to clearly show consumers how T-Mobile is shaking up the restrictive industry model. The current campaign will not feature the character of the T-Mobile girl. However, she is still a part of the company's brand family." In T-Mobile's defense, it was stated that perhaps the company really wanted consumers to focus on the iPhone 5 and the pricing part of the company's offer, and that Foulkes could return later once the campaign was beyond its initial launch stage. However, speculation still climbed in the midst of Foulkes' notable absence from all T-Mobile launches and campaigns around the time. Many wondered if a new direction for the brand likely meant the T-Mobile girl in the pink dress had been given her pink slip. Over time, T-Mobile ads featuring Foulkes as a T-Mobile girl slowly ceased to play altogether. Foulkes has moved away from her spokesmodel career in her present life, although she has done various other projects for film and modeling. After T-Mobile, Foulkes set out on a path of pursuit of other artistic endeavors, including photography and music. Her Instagram page shows her various beautiful photography projects for various brands and magazines, and she has also appeared on multiple platforms to speak on her work. Foulkes has also ventured into music, for which she has a YouTube channel for. One of her more recent music projects has been for her 2021 release single, "I Choose It All," for which a music video can be found on YouTube. It's about being tired of the same story. "Tired of my own bullshit," said Foulkes to Fox's magazine at the time of the release. According to a 2017 interview with a blog, Foulkes described her daily routine. "It changes a lot. Right now, it consists of yoga in the morning, taking my dog for a walk, and then heading to my studio to either shoot, collage, or work on new video projects." In the midst of her endless pursuits, talents, and endeavors, it is safe to say that Carly Foulkes will always have a place in our hearts as one of the most memorable spokesmodels of the 2010s.